listen up. For you delusional bus enthusiasts, this is my only bus back to the place where I stay currently. Okay, so as I was saying, this is the only bus that I can take. And it's the last bus, 0018. My only bus back to the place where I currently stay at. This is the reason why Service 2 cannot be a skip stop rapid bus service. So to those of you who decide to convert Service 2 to rapid, you are completely delusional. This is the only bus that I can take. It's 0019. And I hope my message is clear. You need all your last buses to be local. Local, long distance. It's meant to stretch time. If this isn't enough evidence that of why you shouldn't convert buses to rapid, I mean the consequence is that all your local counterparts, you need to extend their last buses as well. But when you have a long distance bus service, you're able to stretch time, and it saves resources, it uses up less resources, and it stretches time. By using just this one bus, you could cover a lot of ground. Can you imagine, like, when this thing reaches like Bugis, Chinatown, it'll be super late. And then I'm not sure if I'm able to transfer to like 63A, but you know, I'll try. If not, then I will just walk from Kampong Baru. It's fine. I'm used to it. I've walked longer distances in Japan as compared to like Singapore, so it's fine. But yeah, in conclusion, this is why you do not convert buses to rapid, you idiots. And the train is only till... Sorry, that train is towards... it's eastbound. The westbound trains have all ended. And how are you able to travel westbound when all the trains have ended? You take Service 2. Or if you're going to Toa Payoh, 28 is a luxury. The last bus, it's 0035, I think. Yeah. Saishu bus Kampong Baru Yuki desu. Remember guys, this is my only bus back to where I currently stay. So in case you're curious what I was doing, I took the last bus 118 out of Punggol. I crossed the road at Tampines Avenue 1, and unfortunately the Service 5 has already departed. So I took 28's second last bus in hopes that I would be able to make it for this bus. You don't just convert existing local bus services to rapid and then you create more locals that have to have their last buses extended. No, just solve it with one straight route, Service 2, all local, all stop. I don't know what's so complicated about having a service to that travels in a straight line and calls all stops. The last buses are able to touch. The last bus is able to touch. I mean, technically, the last buses, because it's like both directions, they are able to cover all stops. You save buses, you save manpower, and you're able to stretch time. Thank you for listening to my message. If you are still delusional, I don't know what to say. I meant to say, if you still stubbornly insist on,
I want service 2 to be a rapid bus service,
you can forget about that. Me taking this bus alone is proof that your last buses are super important and have to call all stops. And you cannot just do things like, oh, I'm going to make every single bus rapid except the last bus local. No, that's not how public transport planning works. So you can forget about it. And it's not like it's slow or anything. This thing is actually traveling at a decent speed. The sooner you reach Kampong Baru on time, god damn it, the timings are all so stupid. The sooner you reach Kampong Baru, the sooner the bus captain is actually able to rest. I cannot believe a group of people that are apparently so concerned with bus captain welfare is trying to extend the last buses because they want, I want rapids, I want locals. When in reality they don't even understand, or they don't even give a shit about what really consists of, what really makes up bus captain welfare. You stretch time, and the buses are able to, the bus captains are able to get enough rest. How do you stretch time? Make your buses all stop. Simple. Seriously, what is there even a need to change it to rapid? Like, this bus is already fucking fast enough. And he's not even camping stop, he's just going. The more you skip stops, the more you lose the local catchment. And the local catchment, the intermediate stops, they are important because These people do not have access to MRT. They find taking bus way more convenient. And by making service to skip all these essential stops, you are killing off the service and making it look like East-West line. That is why service 2 has to be all stop, because people need the intermediate stops. You cannot just replace them with service 7 or 13. If you think you can just replace them with 7 and 13, you need to go get an education. There is only so much I can remind you people and teach you people. Oh, and a fun fact, Iswaran, that moron, he tried to rationalize 2170 and 852, but guess what? Fast forward to this year, every single one of them got shelved. They are now permanent. Joke's on you, idiot. Meiwaku chusha. Do you realize that service 2 kind of functions like East-West line when East-West line has already ended service? Just now there was one person who boarded. At this stop there is also another person who boarded. Do you really want to skip these stops? Think again. The one that's opposite Paya Lebar MRT, this stop has 0. So that tells you something. The intermediate stops are important. Somebody press the bell at an intermediate stop. Another person is trying to board at an intermediate stop. Mind you, the difference between 2 and 51 is that 2 goes Victoria Street, Hill Street, New Bridge Road, and 51 goes North and South Bridge Road and Upper Cross Street. So because of the different catchments, 2 and 51 have to be local. They are the only bus services that go near Chinatown from here. Because 67 goes Little India, '21 goes to Novena. 21's last bus also ends quite late, just like 28. Gambatte. This is another intermediate stop. Do you really want to skip this stop? And mind you, this is the last bus. This is not 8 p.m., not 9 p.m., not 10 p.m. This is the last bus. At midnight, 12:30, around there. And there are, as you can see clearly, there are still people boarding at the intermediate stops. I cannot make it any more clear. Because service 28 actually trolls around street 45, 34, and 32, unlike 65 or 67, which are more direct, 28's last bus will actually be stretched. So if you ever get stranded at Tampines Avenue 1 and you need to go westbound, you could take service 28 and then transfer to service 2. Because the second last bus of 28 will be able to intercept the last bus of service 2. Unfortunately, the last bus of 28 and 21 are not able to. The second last bus will be able to intercept last bus of service 2. Honestly, I don't know if like 63 is still servicing. I have no idea. I need to look at the screens. Like, I need to find a bus stop with those screens. The bus arrival timing screens. Is that... I don't know if that's an arrival screen, but they stopped displaying stuff. Actually no, that's just an advertisement column. I'm stupid. Remember, at Changi Road, you do not have 63 and 80. You only have 2 and 51. One goes to Victoria Hill Street, New Bridge Road. Another one goes to North Bridge Road and South Bridge Road. I am repeating myself, but this is the reason why 2 has to be local and 51 has to be local. You idiots. Local all stops. 各駅停車確定お願いします。Oh my god, what is that guy doing? This is also an intermediate stop. Do you really want to skip this stop? I am going to keep saying this until I manage to drill the message into you guys' brains. Just now there were 2 taps, so 3 people alighted here at an intermediate stop. What time is it now? Probably around 12:40 midnight. As of now, only 2, 21 and 62 are left. Actually, this means the second last bus of 62 is able to intercept service 2, but the last bus isn't able to intercept because, I mean, this bus is actually faster than the last 62. Just a fun fact. Opposite Kallang, there are no people boarding. It's opposite the MRT. It is not an intermediate stop, but nobody's boarding. Oh wait, that kind of answers my question. The 63A has already departed, so I'm gonna have to walk all the way from Kampong Baru. Haha. 페트보트를 落とした え、腰 故障された車両。2階建てバス。あ、こちらが入管ビル前 ICA、車両番号 SBS7H。 Wait, does this belong to service 2 or 12? Honestly, that must suck for the bus captain. I feel so bad that the bus decided to break down here. He's gonna lose his sleep. I mean, it could be 2, it could be 12, because 12 also goes here. 向かい側、反対側、511, there's a 51. There is actually still 51 at this hour. 51's last bus is useful. I assume there's no more 107M. There's only like 51. I don't know if that's like the last bus or anything. I mean, we can just confirm later on if we see any more 51s. So yeah. Oh, there is 197. The reason why you see a 197 on the opposite side is because, if I'm not mistaken, the last bus for 197, it departs Jurong East at around... Shit, I forgot the timing. I think it was like 23:50 or like midnight sharp on the dot. I don't know. I completely forgot, but 197's last bus actually ends quite late. And not just that, 197 actually gets stretched at Guillemard, Tanjong Katong, and the Marine Parade. So you actually have a lot of leeway for 197's last bus. Like if you're boarding from Tanjong Katong Road near Paya Lebar MRT. you have a lot of leeway. Like if you live somewhere around Marine, what do you call that? Marine Parade, around that area. Marine Parade, Marine Terrace, outside, and Siglap. Because it doesn't go inside. Only 186 goes inside. I think this might be the last bus because it's 0025 depart Harbourfront, so it checks out. Service 80 kind of acts like a night rider in the sense that I actually don't know which one ended later, NR6 or 80, because the thing is that there was a period of time whereby I know there was NR9 to NR22, but the more recent ones like NR1 to NR8, there was a period of time whereby NR6 it actually looped back to RWS, and its last bus was like around, I don't know, was it like 3 or 4? I have no idea. But then they cut it so that the last bus departs RWS at around 2 or something, and then it's like unidirectional to Anchorvale. I still think NR6 actually ends later than Service 80, the last Service 80 towards Sengkang, but like, yeah. The benefit of having Service 2 end so late and local is because it's doorstep to the hotels, and people who happen to be, I don't know, hanging out nightlife at Changi Village, they want to return to the hotels located along here, or like Clarke Quay, River Valley, you name it, they are able to take Service 2. Simply because it's overstretched, and you don't necessarily have to come from Changi Village. You could be coming from like Geylang Serai area, Bugis, and all those, and oh my god, and you would still have a bus back to your hotel. This is why Service 2 also kind of acts like a night rider bus service. Oh my god, I didn't know this part of the road was so uneven. Okay, my phone storage is getting low. I need to conserve it a little bit. I don't know if the bus captain is actually attending to tourists or any. I don't know if it's tourists or what. I don't know what the commotion downstairs is all about. But yeah. We actually know that's not bus captain. I thought it was a bus captain speaking. Okay, my bad. There is still another service 51. Look at how late 51. 51 is like later than 80. So you have 80 to Sengkang, and you have 51 to Eunos and Hougang area. That's why it's so important. Wait, why are they pressing the bell? Like, it gets confusing. So please don't press the bell like that at this timing. Thanks. The traffic light timings are the worst. This junction a lot. I mean, service 2 is actually quite fast when you think about it. There are lots of like EM lives. I think EMKM in this area. I think block 32 Chinatown or something along those lines. You can go check that out. Jesus Christ, this guy is like weaving in, out, in, out, in, out. everything is shut off. The service 2 ends so late to the point whereby the arrival timing screens, they just shut off prematurely. I mean, look at this. Like, the traffic light timing is horrible. You make it red light, and then you don't even let us go straight or turn right. It's fucking stupid. Last bus is a luxury that you get in Singapore. You do not get this in Japan. In Japan, you have last trains, but the last trains, they are just along the main route. It's not like the feeder buses don't even run till late at night. There are night buses, but not many. And they don't travel like long distances, unless it's like from the airport to like the major train stations around that area. They exist because of luggage. And yeah. Okay, after this one, it's our stop. Two passengers, including myself. 1時4分 1時5分 Otsukare. Bye bye. For your own knowledge, I mean, look, 0043. See, because this thing throws around Marine Parade, Tanjong Katong, and Guillemard, the last bus towards Jurong East actually arrives at 0043 or 0040. 196, it's more direct. It's not as windy as 197, so it ends earlier. The real champion is actually this one. This one, to be fair, actually ends quite late. 0028, 0029. This one too. You actually have some leeway. Now it's time to walk to Kim Tian. I hate this, but I'm thankful that I got a last bus. Oyasumi, bye bye.